Welcome to Grimm's. I'm Grimm.
Hello.
Yay! Put the lights back to normal.
Yeah,
so thank you for joining us. For those of you that are on YouTube and for those of you that are on Twitch, thanks for sticking around while we got a drink. So we're back in action after quick recap. So the adventurers decided to make their way to the Green Dragon. They got on the ship. Now, what did I miss between that happening and you guys getting to the dragons? I know there was a couple things that...
The neck.
Yeah, that's what it was, the rabbit, thank you.
White bloody rabbit.
Yes, so there was a bloodied up white little bunny amongst the other animals that were clearly being controlled by this dragon within a close radius to its cave. The bunny, however, seemed a little bit different. It was scared and there were some wolves attacking it. You guys went in there to try and save the day, and Minxie recognized a certain familiarity with this rabbit as it resembled certain characteristics of her friend Vimic from her old world, who might or might not be lost here as well. It seems like that might be the case since this chonky bunny was too heavy to lift, about 300 pounds, and not one of the animals controlled by the dragon. So it kind of makes sense, but yeah, it disappeared with a incredible stealth. Yes. It's kind of just gone for now. I'm quite scared and bloodied up, but you guys went forward and tried to find this dragon. In doing so, you went to the opening of a cave towards the city's outer borders there, and there was a rather large dry piece of grass with no life, or land rather, with no grass or life growing, and it seems to be a spot where they've housed, or where the dragon has housed, a nice horseshoe shape of people tied to these trees, dancing. The ones that perform well seem to be getting fed and taken care of. The ones that don't have the gusto are being left to kind of just starve. And as you made your way into the cave, you discovered there was a familiar face greeting you. A green, sort of scaly looking dragon type creature. It was actually just Victor's father from this town.
Dressed up in leaves.
Dressed up in a bunch of leaves and vines and stuff to look sort of like an idiot, basically, and embarrassed himself as he had to go out there with a little dagger and forcibly, it seemed, try to attack Victor as the mighty dragon.
Not like this.
Either way, it was all very embarrassing, and it was what's the word I'm looking for? Degrading, and it was just a bad experience until eventually he was knocked out and put out of his misery for 3 seconds until Carrie laid on hands to wake him back up again, where he had to just keep stabbing his son.
Yeah, and I punched him.
Eventually, yes, you punched him, knocked him out, he's down, and you went around the corner to see this dragon, only to be met with your ex-wife trapped in a cage who was pleading with you to get out. And seemingly, inevitably, you found out it was just her telling what you wanted to hear in hopes of being free, apologizing for pretty horrible actions in the past that are, you're just trying to get some sort of understanding as to whether or not she's really this type of person now that you know free will is an option. She told you she wouldn't do that again if she had that free will, but it just didn't seem believable, and you trapped her inside of your inkwell by making a pretty rotten deal with a genie. This djinn you now owe 2 favors to. Yeah. And it helped trap your ex-wife in an ink vial as you now move around the corner to face...
Just pretty much floating in a black sensory deprivation sea.
It's
just
like
ink.
It's like your marriage. Oh, burn! Anyways, around the corner you go.
I don't feel anymore.
And that's right. I have a hair in my glass trapped between the rim and it's poking me in the eye. Anyway, around the corner you go, and eventually you do come face to face with the nose of a rather large and scaly looking green dragon, similar to what you saw previously with the black one, but this one's a little bit different. You see there's a crest that begins kind of right near the eye, and it just goes down around towards where the spine meets the skull. It's very characteristic of green dragons, and you can smell the air around its breath. It almost smells poisonous. There's like a toxic kind of fume, and you're pretty much nose to body with this thing as its snout just... And as the eyes widen a little bit more, you can see it's right there, and its mouth opens up. What are you guys doing?
Hello, dickhead.
I'm gonna sigh and then do a
Oh no, we're
kind
past
of bow,
that.
but not really caring.
Yeah.
So do I. Nice fancy gesture of
I'm
respect.
gonna do the fanciest bow
The
I can
deepest.
do.
We're here with a deal it can't refuse. We don't have to play its games anymore.
Shut up, Victor. It's going to eat you.
I know
We
you feel
have to
very
be-
powerful right now, but just maybe take a breath and
I don't
get us all
feel-
killed, because that way we cannot save the world.
We have to save
Once.
the world.
And I'll step off to the side and stay standing away from them.
Yeah.
You want to eat me? Fine. Either way, it doesn't mean anything. None of this means anything. Everything in this world is coming to an end, including yourself. If you don't do what we want, your jig is up. You can have fun for, I don't know, a week, a month. We don't know how long it's going to take, but you don't have much time. The other pages are coming in. This other guy is getting more powerful. The god author is losing his authorship. You will be written out. You are a threat to this thing. Out of your own self-interest, you're going to do what we want anyway. You don't have to bow and scrape to it anymore. That's the good thing about this deal that we've got going, this proposal of ours, is we can be assholes, she can be an asshole. We don't need to like each other to work together. We're not going to be your friend. We're going to be business partners. We're going to be allies.
We don't want her to be an asshole anymore, and we're not assholes.
I wouldn't mind being your friend.
Yeah.
All right. We'll turn around and just like...
It's okay.
I'll just bend over in a corner.
Yeah. I'll come
What is
over
going
to you,
on?
do breathing exercises,
And I'll let them
just like
talk.
sit outside, just in the little corridor.
So as you were talking, you could not even hear, you could feel the sub-frequency vibrations of the throatal kind of growl as you spoke of, you're going to do what we say anyways, you know, that kind of, it just, the eyes became a little bit more closed and kind of just chinked, and it didn't seem too happy until you said, we'll just be business partners, and you said, well, I'd like to be friends, and then it just, the atmosphere changed a little bit and the growling kind of stopped, but its mouth let out a yawn as it closes, and it stands up almost properly, but the cave ceiling isn't quite that high, and it moves forward, and it's just, its head comes into the flickering light of the fire there.
Here comes the poison spray.
I
And
come back and I'm just going to stand with my arms on my side
And-
and look up at it.
as you do that, it tosses to the side what looks like a partially eaten kind of corpse. Everyone make a perception check.
19, 20. Yeah, I got 20. Dirty 20.
12.
Yay. 6.
10.
10.
And as I hear it thundering, I'll just get up from the wall and go, whatever happens to me, you're in there. And I'll throw the bottle against like the corner of the wall and just turn around and open my arms to it.
Yeah. So as you broke a 10, because it's actually not that hard for you, even though everyone else, well, some of you rolled well, no one else would actually know. I just didn't want to make it too obvious what was going on, but you notice
You roll a dirty 20.
looks like you don't know this person.
Oh, okay.
It appears to be your mother, or what's left of her. You notice there isn't stifled screaming or anything like that going on from around the corner. Your father did kind of fail at whatever he was supposed to do, and it looked like he was quite desperate to succeed for reasons that appear a little more obvious now. Yeah, and she kind of makes her way forward a little bit.
Let me be very clear. I will not do what you want. I will not do what you say. I will do what I want. I will do what I say. If that happens to align with what you want, then so be it, but choose your wording carefully, for if it sounds like I am following you, you will be leading me nowhere.
Okay, we understand that.
You've caught me on an off day. You know, yeah. Might have something to do with this fun house of horrors you seem to have set up for me. It was a nice
You see a
touch.
smile crack.
I mean, kudos. Few things could have done that and arranged for something that depraved.
Thank you.
Very well. Point taken. We're merely messengers, and we want to tell you that if you don't help us and your kin, one of which we have already convinced to join our cause,
2.
The other has yet to be convinced.
Pretty close.
We're going to you half
Give you
convinced
the
him.
rock.
They're open to it. Either way, ultimately, I think even if we walk in front of it and strip naked and just surrender, ultimately that one will have no choice but to see the reason in our argument. Ultimately, we don't mean much. All we are doing is we're the ones who are in on the big game that's being played. We're messengers. That's what we are. We're going around and finding the aspects of yourself. Tiamat. Great dragon.
As you say that, you can see the head tilts just a little bit, and the neck kind of buckles back as it brings the head into the shadow just a little bit more. You can see it's thinking.
Do you remember who you are? Zarek is from your land. He knows who you are. He knows how powerful you really are.
I remember great Tiamat.
Do you remember?
You know of me.
Yes, I fled from your doorstep just weeks ago.
You are smart.
With your guardian.
Now,
Of your age.
shut up! You know of more than just myself.
That's why you're not going to want to eat us, is because we might just be humble messengers, but ultimately we're the only ones with the knowledge of your true self, of you and where you came from. We're the ones who understand the stakes and why it is in your best interest to become our ally. Your egg is gone. It was destroyed.
You can see the same kind of reaction as the wheels start to turn a little bit. It's thinking.
But if you help us, and it will only really have a chance of success if you, as well as all of the other aspects of yourself, join in on the effort. If we free the god author who wrote all of our realities into being, your egg can return. In fact, more than that, you can petition the god author to make it so that it's indestructible, or so that it's already born, or so that you're even more powerful in your own world. You can have an entire universe written up just for you. But if you don't do anything in this particular world, the person who's imprisoning the god author and who also knows how everything works will just write you out of it because you're the threat.
Okay, stop talking. I feel as though I am at a disadvantage. You seem to know me more than I know you. I feel it is only fair if we are both exposed in this conversation. Why don't you strip naked like you said?
No, we're not going to do that.
I don't
Strip.
mind doing it.
Strip people.
I strip.
I'm
We don't
standing in my
have
armor, I'm
to.
gonna
We didn't have to
stay.
bow. We don't have to strip.
I got one leg up trying to get the pant leg up.
Yeah, I'm staying
this
in
what
my
you want?
armor.
Yes. Do
You're
it.
going to run out of people very soon. And then you're going to have no one to strip down and make your little toys.
I'm going to run out of people.
Yes.
You're trying to outthink me. In a world of new possibilities with countless lives, you think I'm going to run out of people?
It's a new world, but it's going to be destroyed in a matter of weeks. We don't even know if we have days left. We are trying to get you back to your world, where you have endless possibilities, where you have all of the land to pillage and plunder as you please.
She's unfortunate.
Why are you not naked yet?
Because we need... I need my armor. We need our clothes to go and do our mission. That
because the point
benefits
stands.
you more than us. We're just trying to have our normal world. We're just trying to have our normal people, like those elves out there, that make fun of us all the time. They pretty much see us as naked people just wandering around like little freaking animals to them.
What have you two done?
naked.
I've gotten naked. I'm gonna start walking my skinny tiefling body, pale white, just up to the dragon, just arms stretched out, no weapons, nothing, just right up to its chest. I'm going to touch it. It's time for Plan B.
Oh God,
What
what are
if-
you going to do?
What if I offer you an elf sacrifice?
We don't need an elf sacrifice.
Would you then consider helping us on our grand quest?
Yes.
Goodness. Don't take any more elves. You're gonna easily just run out of them.
I will reach back
Goodness.
towards Victaire and go like this and cast Dispel Magic,
Thank
So
you.
removing the human form from him.
Good.
I brought this for you.
Good. Kill him.
You want us to kill our friend?
Yes, it would be very
The
fun.
one that wants to help you.
Yes.
Really?
I don't need all of you.
Zarek.
Yes, you do.
Fireball.
We need you to.
I'll see him building up the fire and I'll go, remember when you said I became a pirate? You're killing a monster, you're becoming one. And I'll take the fireball.
Oops. We're all monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be a dex save.
Look at what you are doing. You were just creating chaos.
He would be really helpful in like
It's really what
saving
you-
everything, like all of us
21.
together, because we don't have each other's
Nice.
skills. So
You passed.
it would be really useful if we had our whole party. Actually,
He's the only one that the
talking
red
about
dragon can
burning
deal
me alive.
with. Yeah, they're just fighting in the background.
You're all welcome to get naked and dance for me.
We
Oh,
don't
I
want
love
to.
dancing. I will dance.
Yes, you all must get naked and
No.
Come on,
dance.
Victaire. We used to do this all the time.
I am burning.
He is
clothes are
dancing
on.
now.
We're gonna pause the conversation because Fireball did not take that long.
22.
Yeah.
Halved is 13 fire damage. Not bad, not bad.
Oh God.
Still looking alright though.
Sure wish I was naked now.
We're not doing it.
It seems
not
kind of pleased at least that you guys are bickering amongst yourselves and
It is like really hard for her to get naked though, because she has so much armor on, right? That would take like forever. But what if the rest of us danced?
No.
shing shing shing.
Oh my no. I'm standing up to the dragon. I am gonna stand up to this dragon. He is a bully that just wants to descend into chaos.
He is a chaotic evil dragon.
Yeah, and
Literally.
Carrie doesn't understand that. In
I'm-
any way.
That's okay.
It's not.
So what you gonna do to this dragon?
No, I'm just standing up to him and just like
I just say no.
no, yeah, I'm showing him that I'm not getting off my armor.
What do we do?
I'm not doing anything.
So as the
I want
fire
to save
starts
this
to
world,
form and
save you.
you're just like, I'm not getting naked. And she's okay with that. You don't have to get naked. She's totally okay with Victaire just being the sacrifice if you guys would rather wear clothing. She's giving you a choice, so
Do you want to be saved or not? Do you want your child or not?
make a grapple check.
A grapple?
Mhm.
Isn't it more of like a argument? Like
It
I'm
was.
not trying to grab. Oh, she's trying
Make
to
a contested grapple.
Okay.
Well,
Oh my god. I got a 2 plus a. Is it athletics? 6.
Okay,
8.
so 8 versus 36.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, as you... Wait, no, it's plus 6. Not 23, sorry. Still wins. So, yeah, as its hand comes out and the claws that it was, kind of toying with the idea of sharpening and using to get you out of the armor, comes towards you and grabs you. And it squeezes you in just a way where it's mostly around your shoulders and the top of your mouth. Your eyes are poking out around the top of this scaly claw, and your waist and feet are just kind of just dangling from the waist down, basically, as it holds you, just not really to do any damage, just to kind of shut you up and keep you out of the conversation while your friend gets murdered by your friend.
yeah, so I was gonna put on a brave face and just think about what you're doing. And then I get hit by the fire and just just scream, just crisping, and the black skin is like inky blood is like coming out. I'm just don't do this to me! Do it cleanly, you bastard!
You've already lost your soul. We cannot let you at the end of time. You will rewrite
It's
madness
smoldering. You're burning me alive.
for the greater good. From my point of view, you're
look at you
evil.
as best as I can. As fire goes around me, I do my absolute best. If all of the rest of my muscles have seized up from the fire and I'm trying to pat it out, I just crane my neck and open my eyes. As burned as my face is, I just stare at you the whole time and I'm just screaming as I burn.
The dragon is super pumped about that, by the way.
All right.
Okay, and
I
you're still
pass
standing.
My turn.
Okay.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah. How are we doing?
Okay,
it?
at this
How are we
point,
doing this?
we'll consider all that just kind of role play until right now we can get initiative rolled. Okay.
So everyone's rolling initiative.
So we'll roll initiative just to keep track of what's going on, because you never
I got
know.
a 5.
Did not roll good.
Uh-oh. Would you roll, Mark?
I got an 8.
Okay.
12.
7.
Oh, come on, guys.
5?
I really don't want to do first. I don't know what the fuck to do here.
Hey, is it getting out of hand?
My dad.
They're like, oh my god!
Yeah.
Just torch. Hiya.
Well, I'll do it this way. That's better. Okay. So, actually, yeah, dragon goes first. It's going to do... Yeah, we'll do this. So we'll do it. Yeah.
Don't like this. I don't like any of this.
It's horrible.
So, as you're kind of helpless right now, Saren, in the
Yeah.
grasp of this dragon's claws, you can feel the pressure start to build a little bit. You're going to take 8 damage as you start to kind of get crushed a little bit by this hand. It doesn't seem to anyone else that it's really making that much of an effort to grab that
Yeah.
tight, but you can hear the muffled screams get a little bit more exuberant, I guess we'll say, yeah, as from the armor. That'll be all that it does for right now. It's
Just watch.
kind of waiting to see which one of its 2 options you guys are going to ultimately choose, if you're going to get naked before you die or what's going to happen, but it goes to Lisa. Lisa, what are you going to do? You could ready an action, you could take something,
You
take an
go
action
with-
that's, I don't know.
This sacrifice did not have to happen.
No.
No, it was a good idea from Mark. The Green Dragon thought that sounds fun, so.
I thought he'd take care of you.
Why, Lisa? Come
It's so easy for him.
I will. Hit me. Bonus action.
Get dressed.
Use healing word on Victor.
Okay.
And hold the rest of my action, I guess.
That's just cheating.
Okay. Are you gonna? What are you gonna hold it for, and what action are you gonna take? So you hold something specific for an event to take place that then triggers that action. So what do you want to do when the time comes?
Want to get my clothes on, I guess.
Okay. So instead of holding an action, you're just gonna.
Well, this isn't
Gonna get
fun
that?
anymore.
Or
No,
are you
like I
gonna ready
need
that?
my clothes on to
To
like
run
have
away.
all of my stuff.
Oh,
So-
yes.
Ah, okay. So okay, are you gonna do that now? Or are you gonna ready that?
No, I'm
If-
gonna ready that.
So if things go sideways, you're just gonna start getting dressed.
Yup.
Okay, fair enough. So next in the order goes to Mark. As the dragon kind of takes its eye towards you, it's your go, and it's wondering what you're gonna do.
I'm just
I
like,
don't know yet.
well, I'm trying, but she's.
Good job. Keep going.
This is not normally how sacrifices go.
Okay,
You can do it.
I'll try a little harder. It's bonus action. Start to sing and dance a little.
Talk to me, dirty, like
As
this.
fire starts to swirl out from my hand all around me. I do a bigger fireball and try to put a little more emphasis into it.
Nice. All right, roll the attack.
Dex save on you.
What is it? A Dex 13?
14.
14?
As you heal my wounds and kind of smooth everything over and give me a moment to think, I'll look at you as I see him build up the other fireball and go, you said the other me was happy, and that helps. And Dex save. Same roll as last time, 18 plus 3, 21.
Nice.
5, 10, 15.
Can't you just take off your armor and not kill him? Is that like an option?
20, 28, half 14 fire damage.
I'm like being held by the dragon. So it's like covered.
I want
would
you
be
to talk to me.
horrifying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
How far is he from me?
The cave's not that big. It would be within 30 feet.
I stood up away.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
So that the dragon could do whatever without hurting
Oh, yeah,
you
so
guys,
it's-
and now you're fireballing without hurting any party member.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I don't need to move around. I'll just stay with the dragon right to my back.
Yeah. And how you look?
What's that?
How you looking?
I've got some help.
Yeah. Okay. Good
I'm
enough.
still
Cool.
alright.
And it goes to Calvin. It's your go.
I I'm not sure if I should pass like a wisdom saving throw or something, but I would try.
I don't know what condition you would end up with at this point.
What I'm trying to do is, despite my instinct to like curl up in a fetal ball.
Oh, I
and
see.
I want to sit down and cross my legs and accept that other victors get to be happy.
I would have that.
And just kind of take comfort that it just depends on the story. And I
do
just
that as a wisdom or constitution. I know it's pretty dark.
Back!
No. Isn't that going
I imagine it would be wisdom.
Yeah, constitution is probably a big part of that too, but you can kind of roll it however you want.
Oh, -1.
Fight me, Victor!
I was almost at that one.
Ooh.
I got a 6. So I try to go out in a dignified manner, but I'm on fire.
Yeah, the first time you
So
lock
I
eyes
can't
with
even
them.
think straight.
Yeah, you lock eyes with him, and the first time around, you feel like you can kind of hold it together because ultimately you don't even know what to expect. The second time around, though, you know what to expect, and much like touching an open wound that's 10 times more sensitive because of what has happened to it, your body still hasn't recovered from what just happened, and it's happening again. And you can feel all the nerve endings just firing as you can't quite keep it together, and you snap. You go down on the ground, you curl up into a ball. You're just trying to protect yourself with yourself, which doesn't really seem to help much, but you no longer look standing tall and proud. You have been reduced to a warm mass
You're supposed to
on
roll
the floor.
to get the fire out.
Yeah, roll?
It doesn't actually have a damage over time effect, right?
No.
Oh yeah.
No,
it's
not
like
unless
a
you catch
burst.
fire, then it would be like a
The big
D4 per
explosion.
turn. Yeah. So, okay, then it goes to Saren. At the bottom of the order. What are you doing, Saren?
Can I just wriggle up so that my mouth isn't covered anymore?
You can contest the... Yeah, you can do a grapple check.
Yeah, just enough so I can get my mouth at least.
Of course.
Hopefully. Oh god, I got
If you're not trying to get out and you're just
No.
trying to free just
I
like an
literally
inch
just
of
want
your
my
mouth,
mouth.
I will give you advantage on the roll because you're not really trying to get out per se. You're just trying to free a little bit of your
9
lip.
plus 6. Got a 15.
14. Yeah. So yeah,
Oh.
you're good. You can get the top of your mouth out.
Are you happy now? Look at him.
Almost.
Just stop.
I'm not doing anything.
Just stop this.
I'm not doing anything.
Tell them to stop.
But
Oh
stop
god,
shooting yourself.
Zarek,
Stop shooting yourself.
it. Zarek, stop it.
Everything has a price. You shop for things all the time. This is no different. Your friend is simply willing to pay the price. It's not your transaction.
We had already won her over.
Yes, what is your price then? Anything but this. I will give you anything but
Want
this.
to see
I will give you anything but this.
anything but him die.
Anything.
Then get naked and dance.
Oh my god, let me out.
Are you gonna get
Yeah.
naked and dance?
Yeah.
Insight.
No, I am. Okay.
Just
are you
to
gonna
be
get
sure.
naked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Deception. Yeah.
Well, you're not trying to die.
No, I'm not.
Part of
I'm
it's die.
free,
Yeah, okay. So yeah, it lets you out. She sets you down on the ground and she kind of keeps her eye locked on you as she waits. It was a free action to talk. We'll say you can, the grapple we'll say, but as a bonus, if you want, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off my armor.
All right.
Toss it aside.
She's
and just-
evil and chaotic and a
Yeah.
jackass, but she's really pumped
You
about
look
it.
like you are
So-
pretty good at performing, and I am also very good at performing.
So
And I
angry
bust
as
out
I
some
stand,
castanets for
yeah.
everyone.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll
Got enough for everyone.
I'll stand.
That's in your
over.
component pouch.
Nice. So as you've decided
Bear-salted boxes
to,
of them.
as Saren's decided to strip down, Lisa's decided to help out with the festive, percussive ornamentation, I guess, of what you,
Bulk
the
podcast.
costumes. And you've actually taken part in something she finds very amusing. You're barbecuing your friend.
Yeah. I'm gonna
She-
Dancing
stand
naked.
over Victor.
Yeah.
Like standing over him as I take off my armor and just start moving around as I dance.
She reaches behind and
If she gets really
grabs a couple things as her hands are now free from not holding you. She comes back around and she hands everyone except for Calvin. She hands some meat.
Oh my god.
You should eat. You've done well.
I'm busy.
Yeah, and just starts to put meat at your feet.
I like meat.
Ah, yes.
I eat the meat.
This is sus meat.
It's very sus.
Do I have to eat this?
When you want. I'm assuming you're going to be hungry.
I'm full. I'm fine.
Well, then eat it later.
I'll eat it later then. I'll just continue dancing for you.
Perfect.
Are you happy now?
I'm getting there.
God.
And Calvin's the only one not really participating. He's just laying there in a ball.
And once I get my next
Yeah.
action, I'm gonna heal him up for how much do you? I'm gonna heal you up for 20.
You can do that on your next action then.
Yeah.
So right now it goes back to the dragon. And
None of this.
Oh,
he's gonna just take the little claw and just poke at Calvin. And
Like
kind of
dagger damage.
Oh.
no,
yeah.
it's just the back end as he's just kind of pushing the weight to kind of just roll you around a little bit.
Now it seems as if your friends don't want to see you die, except for him. The choice is yours. You can still dance barbecued.
He'll make for great business partner. Terrible friend, that one though. Just curl up.
I'm gonna lift you up.
So
Can I? Oh no, I'll wait until my go. Yeah.
So, and that was just the free action to talk. Do you give him any idea of what you're going to do at this point? Does it seem like you're going to
if he
participate
like
in
flips
one
me
avenue?
over to talk to him, I just roll over to the other side and I just want to make sure that inkwell does not get destroyed. So I'm going to try to like look as best as I can and just hope that it got to some dark little corner. That's it.
I'm going to whisper.
It's going to hold its action.
I'm going to go over to Victor and I'm just going to be like, look at Carrie. Look what she is doing for you.
It is Lisa's turn, so if you wanted to do anything while it holds its action,
This is what I'm doing.
just the verbal? Okay.
And you're not going to get up and dance. You're going to let her do this for you. And you're not going to get up and dance.
Whose turn is it?
It's Lisa's right now. She can hold an action if she wishes, or just forfeit her turn and just use the verbal to...
I will just get back up and do the performance of a lifetime.
Perfect. Why don't you roll performance then? I'll give you advantage, considering how desperate you are to really sell it.
It's Minxie.
Minxie is amazing at performance, but always rolls so badly.
She's trying to do a happy dance, but she's too busy
best.
crying.
It's in a minor key
It's an
signature.
18! Yeah!
Great job.
Because she's dancing. It was singing.
Not singing.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on melodically. It's just the
It's
movement.
just the castanets.
The feline movement is great. It's beautiful. The tail's moving in sync with your body. It's wonderful. If that's all you're going to do, it'll go on to mark at that point.
Victor, get up! Fight me! You fool! And I'll run up, grab my chainsword on the way. With a
You run
speed
up,
of 40,
Draw your sword.
free action to grab that, and
I'm standing over him.
rev it up, and try to deke you out. Slice at him
Can I do anything? 'Cause I'm
right in
standing
his
over
chest.
him.
Just get it straight up.
No,
in his
you
chest.
took your action.
I'm gonna look at you as I hear the revving of the sword, and I'll say, it's the worst part, isn't it? When they can't fight back. My daughter and my son couldn't fight back. That's why I did what I did.
God,
This is so emotional
And
and
this,
hard.
please.
you were my friend. Why would you make me do this?
You were my friend. Why are you doing this?
Or just letting it happen. Just letting it hit.
Well, I think he would still have to like hack through my.
Even
like,
though you're
robes and
already
armor. I think-
naked.
Yeah.
But I
Aren't
am
you
prone,
naked?
so you would have advantage.
That's
What
why he
the
had to
hell?
grab the sword,
What
because
are
he's not
you
wearing it.
doing?
He was playing along,
So
trying to
you
save
have
the
to hit,
world.
but you have advantage.
Yeah.
Because I don't think ultimately anyone wants to experience pain.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
even if I'm like, do it, I
And-
would still
and
like
she's
flinch
guarding
away
you
and
as
try
well.
to stop.
Yeah. No. She pushes me away.
Oh, okay.
Miss.
You miss, okay. So yeah, as you grab your sword out of the pile of clothing and stuff that you've put there, and as this new weapon of yours turns on and you go for Calvin, you don't quite hit Victor, you just miss him.
It's not the most finesse of weapons.
No, it's really kind of barbaric looking. The fact that you can wield it with one hand is pretty impressive. But yeah, you dig into the ground just beside him as it starts to spin up all this dirt. Victor, you're okay, but it goes to you next.
You got me good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I will stand up and it's so she's
Yeah,
I'm
they're all just
standing
naked around you
here
dancing.
with
Aside from Mark's character, Zarek, who is swinging at you and throwing fireballs to try and essentially take on your debt owed to the dragon for some sort of payment.
I'll just take off my overcoat, my overrobe, and I'm going to wrap it around Carrie and just go, please stop, don't.
At this point, Carrie's definitely gonna
The deal is done! This doesn't have to happen! The deal has been struck!
What deal?
You're doing what we want you to do, regardless of all of this. I'm leaving. Hopefully, you can end me faster than he can. You're a shit fighter. And I start using my movement after I cover her up to walk out the cave.
He has no desire to live. That's very unamusing.
That's my go.
You really
You
don't.
said you left?
Yeah, the dragons,
Yeah.
the
Opportunity attack.
You were... Because the dragon's not within melee, but he went up with his sword. He gets an opportunity to attack. The dragon wouldn't.
I call you a ship and you stab me in the back. Do it. It's up to you.
I can't do it! I can't!
You can do it!
No!
I leave the cave. I start.
Okay.
Well, I walk 30 feet anyway.
Okay. So...
I'm sorry!
So as you go to walk out, and you're kind of fighting over what
And
to
I'm
do
down
with
on my
yourself, and
knees,
just
naked, chain blade to the side.
sweating in the glow of the fire.
Dragons suck.
Yeah, they are really...
you? You like it? 5 stars?
Yeah,
Would watch it good.
no, actually...
Totally
it
just
go-
fair.
oh, no, yeah, it does go to Saren's go. Yeah, you're after Kelvin. Yeah, the dragon's
Yeah.
next. So, yeah,
I'm
it'll be
gonna-
you. You're before the dragon.
I'm gonna wrap the clothes around me that Victor put on and just kneel onto the ground, fall down and just start sobbing and looking up at the dragon and being like, are you done now? Is this enough for you to prove that we really, really, really want to protect this world? This is my world, his world. He's doing anything. He would have sacrificed himself. He's done with this. You're clearly not entertained anymore. Just stop. Just help us.
Someone look at this so that they know that it's legit.
What are you rolling for?
You're gonna
Mark.
help.
So, you failed at your task,
Sure did.
and your friend walked away.
Mm-hmm.
You promised the dragon a sacrifice.
It's right there! Take him!
He has no will to live at all. You seem so
Not
desperate
fun.
to succeed. The level of enjoyment he would get out of that is really... That's why he doesn't feed those that don't have the energy to keep going. It's because they don't have the will to keep going. And that's what he likes pulling on, is that will. And Victor doesn't seem to have really much of any of it.
Can I see if I see this happening?
No, because, I mean, you'll see it, but it will happen, and then
Yeah.
you'll see it happen.
You go,
Unfortunately.
oh, that happened. Has it?
'Cause
Yeah, unfortunately. Where the hell's the thing here? Come on, you. That's what it is. Thank you. Oh my
If
god.
I do see her, I will try running towards not Vic.
Okay.
Zarek.
So, instead, it's... I didn't realize it was a DC
Yeah.
18 con save instead. So do a DC 18 con save.
From what?
You'll find out if you fail the con save.
Poisson.
Yeah.
That's not good. That is a 13.
So we're gonna do an average here based on rolls because it's a lot of dice. So it'll end up being
Whoa.
56 damage.
What?
As he walks away and the mouth opens up again, kind of like it did for the yawn, but you can feel that vibration in the throat beneath your feet. As it spews out, almost like it's not trying to project it particularly far, it's just slotting between the teeth as it drips down like dry ice heavy on the floor, working its way up. You got the most of it as it hits you quite hard. 56 damage goes to you.
I will, in that moment, absorb elements. Having that to 28 damage.
It halves it. Wow.
Nice.
Gives me resistance, plus I add to my next attack.
Nice.
That was 26 damage?
It's a nice trick.
Yeah, as some of that goes into my naked body. I just have
It's in
a
my
green
pores.
poison aura now.
Okay, so you're still...
Poisoned, or?
Yeah, so it is poison. He effectively is poisoned. Or would it just be the damage because of the
Tell
resistance?
me.
Is there a specific rule on it? In
If it
my
doesn't say
opinion,
that they get the
absorb
poisoned
elements.
effect, then it's just damage.
okay, yeah, it would just be damage, and so it's poison damage, but you're not affected by the poison. It just it's hurt you.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's gonna be what would that even be? For 23 to 16. Okay, so everyone do DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. This is just for frightful presence.
Natural 20.
Including me as I
Finally.
Okay.
You're not. Well, actually, you're within 120 feet. Yeah,
I got
yeah, you would. Natural 20.
I got natural 20.
You
Finally.
wonderful.
I passed.
Finally.
You're just too
passed.
caught up. You passed as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
6. I am too badly burned.
Nice.
And I just... some instinctual part wants to flee.
Nice. Now I just need to see if this is... No, so it doesn't have to succeed. Okay, so it's still going to keep attacking Mark. Where's its claws? There it is.
I did say I was down on the ground, on my knees.
No.
To be fair,
Is it a big old
to be,
2-0?
just to be
God.
fair about it, yeah.
Those dice.
I know, I don't like them either. But there it is.
I need them.
How the turns table.
they
Yeah.
yeah,
No.
it's not. I thought this would go.
Does an 18 hit?
18?
Yep.
Without armor.
I used my reaction. I can't shield.
As a naked man.
Actually, no, it doesn't hit because I have my blade song up and my magic armor.
Nice.
My mage armor.
Oh.
Still doesn't hit, it'll be the same thing. Okay, so he only hits you with one attack. As he goes for a couple claws and a bite. Seems like he doesn't really nail the claw. Well, the one was a natural 20. The others were just 18, which you said doesn't hit you anyways.
Okay, that's kind of a big deal.
It's kind of a big deal, yeah. So it seems like the first one might have done you in, and we'll see if that's why he misses, or she misses rather, with the other two. So
Yeah, I would have just rolled damage.
yeah. How many HP you got left, Mark?
6.
Oh, that's not good.
Does an 18 hit? No.
Well, that's
Oh, but that nat 20 did. What?
four. I mean,
Toying with our emotions.
so
I dodged the one. Like,
So
"Ah,
even-
thank God.
even at
by the
minimum
other.
damage, you'd still be down. So we're not going to see how
Yeah.
how disgusting it is. You drop at that point as
How
this,
much damage?
the minimum would be 6 because you're adding the strength and you're rolling a couple of dice. So
I'm just wondering if it kills me outright.
I can't imagine it'll kill you outright, but let's find out. Let's find out if it'll kill you outright. 6. That is not a D10. D10. 6 plus 4 is 10. So 17.
Okay.
That was all of his actions.
I am knocked out.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, as you walk out the cave, you guys hear this loud roar, and a big side swipe comes, which is kind of familiar to Carrie. Right across your face as the other 2 attacks miss, only because you dropped. You just sprawled out on the floor.
Did I do good?
Yeah. And at that point, I think it would just grab the body and kind of toss it towards the entranceway of the cave.
Get out.
Okay. Are the rest of them frightened?
Everyone passed. It seemed like they were fine.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Do I see his unconscious form get flown past me through the tunnel?
Yeah, it's one turn, and it's a good throw, so you can only move 30 feet if you're walking anyways. It definitely would have.
Alright. When it comes back around to my turn.
Goes to Lisa first.
Oh,
Lisa.
I will just grab his clothes and belongings and mine too, and just strut my naked ass out that front entryway.
Thanks.
Or walk of shaming.
That was a nice shirt, so good money for that.
Oh god.
Okay, so after that, it goes to Mark. That was good.
Saving
Death
throw.
saving throw.
I'm good at these. One pass.
Nice. And then it goes to Calvin.
I'm going to walk up to his form as it's laying in a heap outside of the cave. I'll kneel beside him and go, I know you meant well, buddy. Come on. And I'll grab him under the arms and just... Such a pain in the ass. Make me drag you all the way back, you piece of shit. And I'll start dragging him along.
Yeah, there's a
Hurt
couple.
on all your burn wounds.
It would.
Oh yeah, as the weight is dragging across the skin.
At one point, I slip on a rock and some of my forearm skin sloss off like a degloving. And I just
Like one big blister.
smack him. Spit on
That's a
him.
crit. That's 2 death saves.
Nice. And as you're doing this, you
I
can
will
see.
grit and moan and just bite my teeth down to pull him because we need him to save the universe.
Yeah, there's a couple not skin and bones prisoners, I guess we'll call them, that are tied to the trees and stuff, that are energetic and still dancing. And when you come out, they go, "Yay!" I think, "Yay! It's great. Good job, everyone."
Shut up, all of you!
No.
Just
Yeah. And at that point, it goes to Saren. Your friends are walking out of the cave, kind of shamed and naked. One of them's being thrown out, just kind of limp.
I'm gonna get my armor on.
Bad choice of words of being naked.
No, very limp.
Very, very true.
Yeah, I'm gonna start getting some of my armor on, at least
Uh-huh.
to be modded. Well, no, actually, I'm gonna put the jacket that Victor gave me
Yeah, okay, the robe, yeah.
and grab my armor.
Grab what you can and then get out.
And
Yeah, so you're dressed in a
Yeah.
robe carrying your armor.
and just look back at the dragon and just feel like you don't deserve to be saved at all.
She's a jackass.
No, you don't deserve any of this. You shouldn't. You clearly need the other dragons to keep you in check. So I hope you come and help us when the time comes.
You
Because at
can,
least then you can go back to your world.
Hmm.
And I'll just walk right out and I'll go and untie everyone that's attached to the things.
Oh.
And
okay, are you doing this stealthily?
then I'm gonna heal him for 10.
Oh,
So he's back alive.
Okay, since speaking is a free action, and you can all see this happening, it goes to Lisa next, but you're noticing that she's walking up to, as her turn is passed, she's walking up to start untying people as you're dragging Zarek, and Lisa goes...
did she heal me?
Oh wait,
or-
I've healed him and then I'll be walking towards with my movement. I won't have another action to untie
so
them.
you're... Okay, so you're just gonna
I've healed
lay
him
on...
for 10.
Okay.
Then I'm going over to untie people.
So you definitely saw it, because she went
the
right up to him.
moment she touches him, I just let him drop.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look at my own, trembling, burned form and just be like, as she starts walking, Carrie, no. No. Carrie, the universe, all of them, we've been through this. You leave them.
I'm gonna run over to you and I can't heal you, but I'm gonna hug you. And just hold you. I'll try and touch not where you're burnt, around your waist or whatever.
take-
I'm all burned.
You take 1
Yeah.
point of damage,
and I'm
just from
crying.
squeezing the
Yeah.
bloody blistered burns.
I'm sorry.
I'm
As
alive.
I
I'm
push
sorry.
her back, I'm just...
Yeah.
Yeah. I leave it and start heading back to the docks.
Okay, and
Victor.
it goes to Lisa's turn at this point then. The dragon's in the cave not doing anything.
As Victor starts to walk away, I will run up to him and take his hand and cast Healing Word on him.
Good. So you can feel those burns and the stinging start to subside as the pain that she dealt you from the hug isn't really
I go to
residual anymore.
Flinch as she grabs my hand, but it just
Very quickly feels
immediately
quite
like
good. Yeah.
feels better.
+6.
I'm going to say, I know how you make him happy, and I will hug her
Aw.
and pretty much just like just break down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just hold him close to my naked body.
Oh, he's not even aware.
Let it out. Let it out.
Now, at this point, after you heal him, are you watching Saren? Are you going to untie? Just no. Okay.
I
Okay.
just
So you just
went and
okay.
hugged him and
Okay.
then he struck me off.
I got you.
So
So
I'm
is
just on the
the
floor. Yeah.
and then you healed him from the burns and stuff. Okay, and then it goes to
Oh yeah, no, I haven't healed him from the burns yet.
no, but Lisa did.
Oh,
She did the
yes.
well to an extent. He feels better.
Yeah.
So then it goes to Mark. You're next in the order, Mark. You're up and awake as you've just
Yeah, I'm awake.
kind of like waking from a dream that you're falling. You
Yeah,
fall
I'm
about
just in
a
a
couple of
cave.
feet
I
as yeah.
I'm back here.
Yeah, you awake to falling down just a few feet as your body drops kind of limp as Victor lets go of you.
Walks away.
Yeah. What are you doing, Mark? Anything?
And I try to catch my breath, and I woke up. I see Saren going, "You're freeing people."
No, I'm,
no, she was going
I'm
to, but she
laying on
didn't.
the ground next to you crying. Pretty much. Because he's just like, that's fine.
Yeah.
You wake up, I'm guessing.
I'm sorry, Carrie. But you saw what he become. He cannot do good for this place. He cannot do good for anyone. His soul is poison. I think it's the inkwell.
It's something. I don't even know if it's the inkwell anymore.
So as he's forfeiting his action, or she rather is forfeiting her actions now, and you've decided to go verbal as opposed to going back after it. We'll say combat's ended at this point.
What do we do?
Yeah. You guys are outside in the middle of this kind of dry patch of ground in front of the cave entrance.
Well, we have to realize that just rewriting everything isn't going to solve everything. That's not how it should be.
Well, maybe not everything, but maybe we could make things a little better, as long as the one rewriting it is worthy.
Yeah, I guess so.
It just can't be him. Not like this.
No, he needs to realize that these people are going to be eaten, and that doesn't make things good. Like, they're going to be eaten either way. If we rewrite them back into it, then it's just going to be rewritten versions of themselves. Like, I don't see that. I don't see this as being okay. And I'm going to look around and see, like, does the dragon have, like, animals out here and stuff, or are they, like...
Not actively interacting with anything that, like the animals exist,
Okay.
but you're not seeing any of them, They're not playing with each other and doing that. Like, they're just, if they're there to watch you. That's the only
Yeah.
thing that they have going for them right now. They're not really doing anything else. So you wouldn't see them. They're not hanging out with you or
Yeah.
anything. You can look for some if you wanted to see if you could find some.
No, I just wanted to see, because, like, if I start untying people, animals will say something, basically.
Oh, yeah, like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's...
Maybe
Like that sort of idea.
you look like you want to do some good. And maybe that's what we need to do, is start doing a little more good.
We do.
Alright,
I
help me
can't.
out.
I'm gonna help you out, and are you okay? Thank you.
I've been worse.
You about half, like, damage then.
Yeah, worse.
I've been worse and better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just put my armor on. Oh, put my... Actually, no, I've got the jacket. I'm just gonna put my helmet on.
So you
Please
just keep
keep
the
my
robe draped
clothes.
over you with the helmet on. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I still have them.
Okay, so I got nothing to wear.
No. Oh,
There's
yeah.
a free ball in it.
Let's see if I've got a cloak
I am
or something.
confident.
I'm sure that's just something Zarek does in general.
Alright, let's untie some people. Fuck it.
The dragon's gonna come out.
They already killed me once.
Let's do it.
Alright.
You're starting to untie
I'll
people?
hold his hand and
me
go
too.
towards them.
You would see me tying my dad back up. You gotta leave him here.
Yeah. So as you start to make your way to the feet of
I'm
some of
gonna
these,
look at the
you
animals.
see Victor and
Yeah.
You're gonna look for animals?
And the animals looking at us as we go to like.
If you want to actually
not, like-
inspect to see, yeah, you can check to see if you can find any.
I'm just thinking like, are they actively looking at us when we're like going to untie?
There's a lot of animals. You are in an area that you know this world well enough. Dossington is known for being undisturbed, lush, preserved wildlife and vegetation. It's like a wildlife sanctuary, like what we would kind of have around here. It's sort of the same idea. It's full of wildlife.
I'm just gonna say to one of the animals, go and ask him if we can let them go. Just let some of them, or heal them. Do anything for them. And
I think
does
they
he,
work
like,
for him.
Get angry? Do we hear like?
In a way, they almost are him, or her,
Yeah.
rather. Sorry.
Mhm.
Do we
The
see
deep
them,
voice
like,
throws me. It's such a
getting-
large creature.
Do we see them getting like angry and stuff at us for like asking that?
No, can't really read the emotions of a rabbit all that well, or a squirrel or anything. It's just like, you know.
As I go to untie one of the frail, like deathly looking ones, I'll just listen and hear if like the dragon's getting angry or anything. And I like heal one of them up for like a...
You can probably wager that this dragon is going to wait to see what you do before it does something.
Yeah.
One, it doesn't want to be made to look like a fool,
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
but it also wants to be just in the things that it's doing, and
Yeah.
it will take opportunities to have fun with you, like, for sure. So you know this already. So you're untying.
One of the frail ones and just healing him for one.
Okay.
Just to try... Or like, it's like a... If it has a disease or poisoning effect on it, then it will cancel out that.
Are you just
Basically.
healing them, or you're untying them and healing?
Oh, no. It would be an action to like untie and to heal. So I'll just do the heal. Or if it has like a disease,
Yeah.
then it neutralizes it.
Sure. So is it lay on hands?
Yes.
So as you lay on hands, your hands start to glow, and there's a very cold, clammy contact with this skin that just starts to warm up a little bit, and you can see some color start to return. A little bit more air goes into the lungs. The head starts to become a little bit more, but there's a bit more movement. The person becomes a bit more coherent. It's an older man. Oh, thank you so much.
Please don't thank me.
Oh, no, it means so much to me that you are helping. And at that point, you do start to see animals. You see a lot of animals.
Okay, before this,
Mhm.
I would have cast a mirror image on myself
Okay.
to have 3 naked Xerix just going around helping people, just helping the community.
Just going around just helping to untie people.
yes. Freeing all the children, the grandmas.
So within 10 feet of you, so they can free adjacent people as you kind of move around. So you're untying people as well?
Yeah, we all are.
You all are, okay. So,
So like children and elderly.
okay, so as this is
Start with
happening,
that, yeah.
Yeah.
you're untying or you're healing
I'm
someone,
healing, like,
you're
neutralizing
untying
a
people.
disease, yeah.
Okay, you're tying up your father?
I'm going to throw the rope over my shoulder and move towards the trees, and I see Carrie and Zarek doing what they're doing, and I go, anyone but this one. And I throw the rope around and start tying the knot. I'll kneel down to him as I'm walking and go, yeah, you left me behind. I thought I was Mom's biggest disappointment, but that was a pretty poor performance. You didn't even say hi. And I'll leave.
Yeah, okay. And Lisa?
I'm done trying to save you.
will
You're a grown girl now.
watch that. And then walk off and give towards Zarek and give him his stuff back.
So you drop off his stuff.
To which one?
him, and
Whichever one.
I'm gonna roll a d20.
Ooh, that's embarrassing. I'm seeing a lot of Zarek Dom.
I think you actually got me.
Hey!
Yeah. Per the rules of the spell.
You
Yeah.
touch it just to make sure. Woohoo, that is you. There you go.
yeah, so you hand the real Zarek his stuff, almost surprisingly so. You're like, huh, weird. Like, I thought they were
Good guess.
better. Okay, whatever. And yeah, and you walk off after Victor as he's kind of heading off through the tree line now. You guys are untying. At this point, as you heal that older man and Zarek starts to untie people, the animals start to come out. And you can see they're not being particularly loud about it, but they're definitely making it very clear that they are just casually, and I mean casually, just walking towards the person that you just healed.
Just please, let the elderly people
And
go,
they
let
start
the
to
children go.
kind of pile up on top of each other, almost like a cheerleading, like pyramid almost, as they
Really entertaining.
swarm around, almost making a show of it. They just very casually and slowly start to, what's going on? Stop, and then their faces all turn inward. And you just see the tails of a bunch of these creatures. Some of them are standing on four legs, like deer and stuff, that are a little bit higher up naturally. Some of the squirrels and stuff. Yeah, the music is into something super inappropriate.
So entertaining. The dragon's happy.
I don't know why I went to this music. It's on loop. Anyway. And yeah, Jolly, as the man
the
gets
same
murdered
gravitas.
by all these
That's
fawn and squirrels and
We
these
needed that, gang.
dear little woodland creatures viciously murder this poor man who's just been healed. And they kind of just climb on, and you can see that there's quite a bit of red around their mouths, and there's not a lot left of this, as they, without saying anything, without making any noises, they just leave their bodies completely stationary, and their heads just turn towards you.
I'm running over. And
Are they doing
trying
that to
tie-
everyone we're freeing?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna run.
They've
over.
done it once.
As soon as I see this, I'm gonna run over and start tying people back up.
Okay, good. I thought you...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
No, I'm
they're-
gonna like be crying almost and just apologizing to them and just please just trust me. I'm going to help you.
Yeah, so as you start tying people back up,
Only I
that
had
he's
one more
untied.
fireball.
Yeah.
Get 'em all.
The animals
them
aren't
all.
paying much attention to you. They're looking at Zarek,
Sorry.
and they're moving kind of just casually, slowly in the direction of the people that you've untied. Are you tying them back up? Are you untying more people? What are you doing?
Oh, it's a pickle.
Officially the scariest chipmunks.
Yeah, I am running and tying them
Yes.
back up.
Officially.
Agreed.
So we might go next.
Yep.
Yeah, so
But
yeah.
Mark's had a go-to with three
Yikes.
of him
Yes.
helping himself.
So-
There's more untied than tied right now, and you can only do so much one person
Yeah.
versus his
Yeah.
one. So he's got the...
I'll
If I-
direct my
That's helpful, Zarek.
mirror
Yeah, if I-
images to kind of go that way or lead them away if they can.
Keep in mind, these things are basically the dragon.
Yeah.
If I have
And it's
to,
just
I
right
will.
there, so you kind of decide what you do, but...
So I'm just gonna send them to the way of the animals to try to hold them up a little bit.
Okay.
You're
If I-
still
if I-
untying?
If I have to, I will.
How many
I
are
will
tied up
tell
here?
you.
How
that
long
you,
would this take?
you have to tie them back
It
up.
wouldn't be quick. There's probably about a
Right.
dozen or so, and about maybe 5 or 4 of which look a little bit healthier.
Take
A
like a
couple
good 10
are,
minutes.
and then there's like 4 or so that are just really scrawny, and they obviously
Yeah.
the spirit left them a long time ago.
Yeah.
I
Well,
will-
luckily I have this chain sword. I send those two and I just start ripping into these ropes as quickly as I can. And say,
So
run!
I'll say they're a couple feet apart, probably, if the tree line is dense in this area, which it probably would be. So they're about 30 feet worth of travel. Your sword, it has motorized chains slicing as it goes. You would just need to make contact as you go around.
At my speed. Oh, I'm not dance. I dance.
Nice. So why don't you roll a d12 for me?
Okay.
And I'll give you advantage since your sword is motorized. We'll see
Yeah.
how many of these people you can cut free.
And my speed is
And you
40.
can add your sleight. Okay, you can add sleight of hand to this.
D12.
Yeah.
Just a small
Mhm.
question. Between when we got the animals to form that arrow and march us in the direction, was that about an hour? Because we were a few miles out at that point. Was that a short rest as we were walking towards the cave?
Yeah, the walk would be.
Okay.
Because you're not doing
So I have
anything, just...
my
yeah.
2 slots back.
Okay,
instead
yep.
of-
Sorry. So what was I rolling at D12 to see how many? So
Yeah, so you-
I rolled a 10 on the D12.
Okay, and did you add your
Sleight of hand?
sleight of hand?
No.
If Was it
no.
more than 2?
Sleight of hand was 4, so
Yeah,
14.
so you get all the ropes then. We'll say as you're going around, because the sword's doing most of the work. You just have to have it make contact, really. They're not the strongest elves. They're all even the ones that are healthy are still pretty weak. Yeah, you manage to, with one movement, just running quickly while your other versions of yourself distract the animals, or at least hold them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you start slicing through, and a couple of them look a little bit scared, and they're kind of doing this. Some of them look really excited, and they just immediately start running for the tree line.
They just have to sprint 6 miles.
Yeah,
Yep.
when you're malnourished and scared, and
Good choice.
so so as they start running off to the tree lines, there's a few of them that stay where they are. But you know what? Let's actually do this way. We'll see how many of them Okay, so 6 of them start bolting for the tree lines. A couple of them are too far gone to even move, and the other ones just have decided not to. They understand the dragon well enough to know better. They're staying where they are. You can hear the 6 that ran. You can hear there's some screams coming from the forest as the tree lines are quite dense at this point.
Is there any way that I can, once I see that Zarek is just going ahead with the plan, can I direct them and be like, follow me?
You
and
can
stop?
speak to them as a free action.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you
Instead
can
of
wait
just
till your turn.
randomly to-
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, yes, Zarek, follow me, guys! And I'm just running the
Okay.
direction that we came, like
Okay.
down the alleyway and stuff. Like, and I'm
Alright,
gonna
yeah.
get my sword out
Start
and
bolting with you
ready,
and everyone else.
ready to hit anything that comes within range of these people.
Me too.
Okay, everyone roll initiative.
I have to. Natural 20!
Didn't
yes!
even get dressed yet.
Did you get a nat? No! No!
On a tie, it passes.
I still have natural 20 on initiative.
I know
have
you
a,
do.
but you, is it a
I
plus? Yeah.
Natural
Right,
20, I'd
plus
give you
0.
advantage on your first turn.
Yeah! No.
Are the animals or like +1 or anything
So what?
to their initiative?
You don't know.
Oh no, but
You don't know nothing. All you know is that you rolled a 20. That's all you know.
Okay.
Okay,
So am I
Calvin.
first?
Are we really sure of that?
Let's
Yeah.
get some initiative. So, Calvin, what'd you get?
6 total.
6 total. Okay. Lisa, what'd you get?
19.
Nice. Mark, what'd you get?
Gaze.
Nice. And
Writes down a question mark.
Yeah, okay.
I'll figure it out, but I'll get a feel
these
for it.
sets. This. What are you rolling? I don't speak French. Okay. So, as you free them and you start to hear some screams, you can see what the screams are as they start to get attacked by all these little just chipmunks and things just nipping at them. Some of the less intimidating looking cheerful little creatures that weren't big enough to be worthwhile to take care of that old guy. They're just like little chipmunks and stuff like that, but they're pretty quick and they're doing a good job of biting at these guys' ankles and girls as they're running. It starts off with the dragon, and at this point you guys hear you feel rather, that sort of subsonic as these stomping and a loud of this gust of wind comes. The tree line almost feels like the trees, you can hear them cracking and bending as the gust of wind pushes through, almost giving you a little bit of help as you're running with the breeze. Yeah, and
Oh no, forest critter shotgun.
so at this point about, what's your speed, 30?
Yes.
So so about 30 to 40 feet in front of you, you see this very large green dragon plop down with a fly speed of 80. It lands and just into the ground. You can feel it shake beneath your feet, and it starts making its way towards you. That's all it's going to do, but it's going to go to the top of the order with you, Saren.
Oh boy.
Things went weird.
God, get out the way. I'm done playing your games. You are gonna die here if you don't just let these people pass. Let these people go.
There's a skyscraper walking towards you.
Yeah, I know, I don't care.
Okay.
Carrie doesn't care at this point.
Are you doing
She is-
anything? It is within 30 feet of you. If you
I-
have any ranged attacks or anything you want to do before it
I
starts
haven't
to
got
get...
range.
This went sideways.
Oh my god. Can I do like a persuasion?
You can do
or
anything you want on your turn.
Yeah.
What do you want to attempt to do?
Solid
Like
conundrum.
that.
This is a great scenario.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Questions everywhere.
Like
No
does,
answers.
like what I said be a persuasion.
Yeah, you can just roll it.
here.
Yeah.
Roll it to see how that translates to...
14
The dragon.
plus 7. Yes, plus 7, so
You
23.
sound very persuasive.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna just direct the people into the trees and to anywhere that's hidden that looks like it'll be harder for the dragon to get through.
Okay. Lisa.
Yup. I can see the dragon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's... If you weren't running off and you were kind of walking instead, I'd say she'd be a little bit ahead of you, and the dragon's probably about 40 or so feet. Maybe a little more than that. in front of you guys, walking towards
This ruins
Saren.
my entire plans. I have no freaking clue. I will ready my short bow next.
Okay.
I'll ready it at the woodland creatures that try to jump on these two.
Ah, okay. So if a woodland creature tries to attack you, we'll use your bow. Okay, good. And then it goes to next in the order is Mark. What are you doing, Mark?
Is the dragon's in our way?
Kind of. I mean, you could go around it. It's more just that it's trying to just take care of business right now. Not so much just block your path. If you want to sneak away and try to like hide in some trees and get around it, you could. If you wanted to
Do to help these people.
Yeah, it's hard because the creatures around you can see you too, and
It.
do whatever
Just
you want.
Vivek! Help! And I'll ignore the dying people and just circle wide around the dragon.
Okay, so you're gonna
Get back to the
kind of-
ship.
Yeah. So you're
Nothing
actually
I can do.
Nothing you can do.
Nothing I can do.
Maybe Vimic will save them.
Except
Who could
die
have
as
foreseen
well.
this?
Me! I did earlier.
Yeah.
But nobody listens, so fuck it.
Yeah. So yeah, you actually.
Just all been naked because that's what was happening.
That's right. Zarek, you actually have more favor with it than most do.
It killed me!
Yeah, and you tried really hard to make it happy, and
And it
appreciate
killed me.
because you care about your life so much. It was fun.
Ugh.
I know, it's really gross. Dragons suck. So anyway, yeah, you go to take a wide path around this thing. I'm gonna let you. I'll let you roll stealth, and I won't give you disadvantage because those critters right now are pretty heavily focused on other things. So
Give me disadvantage.
while it has eyes and ears everywhere, that would definitely be disadvantage on your stealth. Because those eyes and ears are preoccupied with something else, you can make a proper stealth roll without disadvantage.
Okay. Stealth. I have nothing to cast to help me. How my mirror images doing?
Are they concentration?
No.
You haven't been hit with anything. As long as they're still within the time, they're just within 10 feet of you. I mean, I would recommend probably getting rid of them if you're going to try to be stealthy with a bunch of you.
Well, they're not out, like they were going around doing their own thing.
Right,
Not out.
within 10 feet of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to have them go around a corner to do a thing, so that you're not exposed or something like that, you can do that. But they can't go, 30 feet around and start doing whatever they want, kind
You
of thing.
can't stealth right with me? Just right on top of me?
They're
Just literally.
Mound a cube of
Just, yeah, just.
You know what? Yeah, I would let you do it in
Yeah,
like
just
a.
ass to front, 3 naked Xerex.
Yeah, you know those old like 70s and like or 80s, I guess, TV shows like where they would have like the speed of someone just be like a blurred image of like
Yeah.
it just looks like that. It's like a
It's
rippling
nothing
effect.
you want to look at, anyways.
Yeah,
But that is a 17 for us.
yeah. South Park Christmas episode. Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, Red Thorn. Okay, so what did you get?
17.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Would he be looking though?
No one's looking at this.
He is looking to see what's going on because he's trying to figure out. What did you get?
17 still.
Okay. You don't know one way or the other, but you are moving in a wide berth around the dragon.
Cool.
After Mark goes
Everything's
to...
good. And I use my action to dash.
Ah, okay. How far of a distance are you going to keep between yourself and the dragon? This might come into play. How many feet roughly do you want to give for berth here around this thing?
130.
Okay. Perfect. So 130 feet berth. Good call. And go, yeah, so you work your way around this thing. Goes to Calvin. Calvin?
This just seems so arbitrary.
Maybe 2.
He's from a world where they know dragons. I'll allow it.
Yeah, to
Okay,
be fair,
Calvin.
Most ranged things, once it's past
Okay.
that,
Yeah.
like, becomes disadvantage.
121.
I'm walking back towards the ship.
Yes.
I hear the chainsword rev up. I hear a man being eaten by 100 small mouths.
Yeah.
Then I hear the beating of the wings and the slamming behind me.
You
of this
see
rat.
Carrie start
Yeah,
to
you
apologize
probably
and
hear
tie
me
people
go,
back up as
yes,
she
Vimic!
realizes the gravity
Come
of...
with me, guys!
She's
Yeah.
just understanding she doesn't really have any power here and people are going to die. So she's frantically tying people back up. And Zarek has the opposite idea. Is like, people are going to die if we don't let them go. And he just... everyone's free now and they're all running. And that's where you are as they start to break free and run.
I'm gonna turn back and see her crying as she's trying to tie them back up.
Yeah.
Him, revving at the sword and cutting them all free, and then her doing the turn to run them as the dragon and kind of removes all of that from my vision. And it's just like he's just hollow. He's just been hollowed out, so he'll just kind of like tears would just be going down. He's like, you can't save them all. Can't save them all. You're a big girl now, Carrie. I can't save you all the time either.
Yeah. Shuts off and goes, yeah. And at that, it goes to the top of the order.
Do I see Minx? Is Minxie on my side of the like, I started walking out for...
So she would be
on that
with
side.
you.
I'm close.
Saren
I'm
went
close
ahead
to you again.
to try and help these people running for their lives. Zarek was the one kind of doing the running and untying everybody. Lisa stayed in your area, kind of with you.
Did my call to the beast god Vimic help?
Giant breaker.
Yes. Of the
I might roll for it. Do you have his character sheet?
No, I don't have his character sheet with me.
Then no.
Oh, he's around here.
I'm sure I remember every step.
I'm sure you probably do, actually. Probably is. What would you say to
There,
him?
it's right here. I
There you
do.
go. So what would you say to him? Instead of just
Well,
yelling
already-
his name. You saw that did not
Doesn't
work.
save us.
Okay.
From the dragon.
Yeah, roll a perception.
A perception. My perception is a 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I don't see
Okay.
him.
Nope.
Doesn't mean he doesn't see me or hear.
That's true. That could be the case.
Alright.
Okay.
So Minxie is on my side of the dragon.
Yeah, she's with you before hitting the tree line. Basically, you guys are still kind of at the dried patch of
So
ground
as I
working
say
your way.
that to Carrie and my vision is cut off, I'll just look to her and go, someone's got to deliver the message, and we're more likely to succeed as two people. So if we can just get all the dragons together, we'll just undo all this. Partner?
It sounds good to me. I was looking for you and I found you, and that's all I really came here for.
I'm glad you found me.
Okay. So, free action to talk. At this point, it would be back to the dragon at the top. Actually, no, it would be DC for them. So, how many is there? There's 12 of them. We'll do it like this.
Oh, great.
You fools!
I am a fool, but Carrie can't do it. She
We could
can't
save
leave
them another way.
She doesn't see that as saving them, though. Like, that's really hard to see it as saving.
So,
Just trying not to lose
At least
ourselves
for
along the
her,
way.
like, she doesn't want to see it as like, this is a book. She's like, no, it's just that we're somehow written.
yeah. And as you kind of had this conversation, and you carry to the dragon, trying to persuade it, like, don't do this. Like, stop. We get it,
And I just run away.
Its mouth opens back up again, and this big quaff of like poison starts to spread out again, falling quite low and heavy to the ground. And
What's the range on it?
so it's 100 and... No, so this one's 60 foot. Sorry, this one's 60.
Then I'd be just out of range because I ran away, and like that would have been my movement plus action movement.
Well, you used your movement and action to get
But
ahead
then
into
he
the tree
used-
line. He used 80 feet of flight speed to get ahead of you,
Yeah.
right? And then
And I
walk
just
towards
went
you.
that way.
On your last turn, you left him?
Yeah.
Because otherwise you would have been within 30 feet.
No, because I was already on my way out. Then he flew over.
Yeah, so he was in
Landed.
front of you.
Yeah.
He's just faster.
And he
then
walked
I-
towards you. And then on your last turn, you didn't run away.
Sorry, I'm just very confused.
That's okay. On your last turn, did you move away from the dragon?
Yeah.
Okay,
'Cause I
where did
only-
you move to?
Ran into the forest with the people.
Right, that's what I'm saying happened. So when you ran into the forest with the people, the
No,
dragon...
after that I went instead of going down the track, I went into the forest to try and hide from the dragon with the people.
I understand. So I think so you did that.
Okay.
You went into the forest with the
No, it's
people.
okay, poison.
Yeah, and then the dragon went in front
no,
of
I'm
you.
just so confused.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just...
It's okay. No, yeah, the dragon went in front of you after you freed the people and ran into the forest. Yeah, that's all. So, yeah, if you're within 30 feet of it, it's a 60-foot range anyways. It's going to be... There's 8 people of the 12 that were freed. or no, sorry, because
There's 6
6 of them
with me.
stayed back, so it'd be half that, so it'd be 4. So 4 out of the 6.
4 with me. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a d12 a few times to kind of see who did and who
And
didn't.
then
So half that'd be
save the
4. So
poison.
4 of the people that are running with you out of the 6, they take deep breaths as they're gasping for air. Their bodies are not very strong at this point. It takes a lot more effort to do anything, but they are trying so hard and hyperventilating because of it, breathing in all this green toxic gas. As you can see, they don't look so good. They start to kind of get on their hands and knees and they start crawling, kind of forking away from where the dragon is, but they're not really able to get too far as they start coughing and wheezing. And because you're close enough, I need you to make a save as well. It's going to be an 18 for Constitution saving throws.
No.
Almost that 18.
Close.
I got 7.
So as this happens,
Absorb elements.
yeah, do you have anything?
Nope.
How many hit points do you have?
36.
Okay, the average is 56. And with a fail, you're going to take full damage. So you would start to feel that effect as well as you drop your armor in front of you and almost
That's
trip
one
over it. And you start
failed?
to... What's that?
Is that one failed? Because it's
No,
like,
that just puts you down.
That just puts you
Okay.
down. So there's no death save or anything like that. You're just down.
Okay.
And as you start to kind of black out a little bit, you notice there are other people going down around you too as you sink into this green fog and start to lose sight of people as the thickness of this kind of tacky, muggy fog starts to cloud your vision. And it goes
Okay.
to Saren actually.
Yeah.
No? Okay. Lisa, you're next.
I'm going to.
It should have been you! You're supposed to die.
Should have been.
Could have
We're in a
I'm
book.
going
It's all
to
happening for a
cast
reason.
Message
always should.
to Vimic,
Oh.
assuming he is
You're
within
casting-
120 feet.
And you know which direction he's in.
Oh.
Do you have to see him or just know the
Just
direction?
Is
no
it the point
direction that he's
one?
in.
Like the
Well,
point in a
it is
direction.
Now I have a question, and you might actually know the answer. Do you have to know the direction of the person you want to send it to, or do you just have to send it in a direction?
You have to like point.
And if you know where they are, you can send it to...
Creature within reach.
Yeah. So you gotta be like, Vimic behind the chair.
Okay, so North
behind the
Vimic,
bush.
South Vimic, East... Okay, so let's do this then. Since you don't know where Vimic is, there's North, South, East, and West. We'll say that those are the directions Vimic could
There's
be.
northeast, northwest.
North
If
by
you wanna make it a
northwest.
How hard do you
D8.
want to make it?
A D8 I want to. But it's not
I feel like a D4 is fair. Okay.
Well, which direction is Victor and I walking?
That's right.
Right,
You
so-
have nice informed decision.
So
And you know
you
exactly
and
where
Victor,
I
if you're headed towards the boat, would be walking kind of east.
Well, I don't see him that way, so
You don't... Are you looking for the rabbit?
yes.
Okay, so if you're going to look first, why don't you roll
Perception.
perception, see if you can see one of the animals that kind of
That's
looks
awesome.
like...
She went from a 360 degree to really only a quarter, and then if she can
To now,
see that
like,
that chunk's that it's
specific.
really just a little wedge. That's good.
22.
That's
Sure.
great.
Sure.
Yeah.
I will say with a 22, you go, yeah,
you see
I'm
there's
gonna...
some hills, and you're like, Vimic loves that. Yes.
All right, now for those of you watching at home,
Actually,
Vimic...
He does.
As soon as you see little hills, you're like, oh my god, Vimic's
Yeah,
That's where he would go.
That is weird. So Vimic is a mountain. Yeah. So Vimic is a mountain dweller who is a hero amongst his people, and he can change shape into animal creatures. He's from an old campaign that we ran, and Mark was the character. So Mark, why don't you play Vimic for this? What does Minxie say to Vimic?
Hello, Vimic. It's your good friend Minxie. If you would please save those 2 idiots that are doing everything wrong, that would be really helpful. And then you can come join us on our boat, and we can sail away from here.
Mixie! Where's my kids? Where's my dance? He's lost him again.
Hey, this character. But I love.
He's such an idiot. Oh no, Vimic!
you see that dragon? Freaking huge. I can take it.
Yes, you can take it.
He's right back. It's like never left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was your action.
That's it.
He burned it.
All right.
Classic. We would
So-
burn our helmet messages every time.
my God.
Yep.
Yeah.
From the woods, you would see a bunny just come out, and then from that bunny, a huge Goliath would pop out, and it would engage that dragon.
Vimic can go on your initiative. All right, Mark, it is your and Vimic's initiative. What are you doing? I'm going to say the rabbit's... If it was running, I would say next turn it can be within 30 feet.
All right. It's,
So it'll go to your turn, and the bunny will use... Vimic will use his turn just to move.
all right, Zarek's... They are just going to keep slinking away.
Okay. Nope, fair enough. You want to do another stealth?
Nope, but I will.
I know you do.
Vimic to the slaughter, and you Zarek just escaped.
Yeah.
I'll take this
Well, I
one.
figure Zarek can't lift carry anyway, so.
Yeah, true.
This is the greatest
Well,
episode
he
of
doesn't,
anything that's
know
ever
she
happened.
went down
It's a good
or
one.
what's going on there. They left. They
Vimic will find
snuck in the
her.
woods. He got a 21 for
Save them all.
stealth.
Okay, cool.
I'm prepared to carry
Okay.
guys this way.
Okay. And
that's it, right? You want to
Okay.
hold anything in case something happens, or you're just using your movement?
actually, Vimic, he can shoot his bow at the freaking dragon
Ah, okay.
from 400 feet away.
Okay, so he's 60 feet right now. So if
nice.
I don't know if when the
Yeah, he's gonna
disadvantage
just launch
Okay, cool.
his longbow, his +2
perfect.
longbow.
Go for it.
Oh, they get to bring in gear.
Yeah.
They came with their
So
stuff.
that's a dirty 20. Oh, that's way more than that, but yeah, it hits anyway.
Nice. Red Thorn said, "So he's like Macho Man Randy Savage on coke, but that's redundant."
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh my god, yes.
Stepping with Slim Jim. Oh, yeah.
He was insane. He literally teleported back to a place because he thought we were meant to be there.
All right, that's
And
9
I
piercing
loved it. It
damage.
was great.
nice.
Talking about Randy Savage.
All right,
Oh, no.
and then yeah, he just keeps running.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, so you're actually trying to run away as Zarek, as your Vimic version of yourself is headstrong, charging in to try and save the day.
He's gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark you.
Oh, yeah.
You're dead.
Are you in the mountains as well?
Huh?
Yeah, it's like you're on a mountain thing.
It's one mountain.
Yeah. Does that count?
There's a mountain.
Doesn't really
You're
help
not
me,
on
but-
it.
Oh.
You're
Unless he's
just-
gonna like sneak away or try to forage for food.
Oh.
You're
Which he
mountain
might do
adjacent.
out.
Okay. Then rangers are not helpful in that way.
A mountain adjacent ranger. Useless. All right. So Vimic, you hit with the bow.
Yep.
Okay. And what else are you doing? Just using your movement, the bow, and that's it. Doesn't have any special bonus or anything.
Well, I did the Hunter's Mark as well, which I probably should have done before the attack. But hey,
Was that's a bonus though, right?
yeah.
Yeah, you can do that before the attack.
All right, then that would be. All right, I forget what it does now.
Doesn't-
extra damage.
Damage roll of one of the dice, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it adds another d6. Yeah, you're right.
And if they die, you can move the mark
Yeah.
or something like that. Okay. Is it concentration?
Don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Hunter's
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Is it? Okay,
It is.
keep that in
That's
mind.
another 5 damage.
Okay.
Piercing. Is it dead?
Bloodied. It
Right
looks
in
so
the eye.
bruised and battered. Yeah, basically. Yeah. And it goes to Calvin at this point.
I think for all intents and
He's
purposes,
just walking away.
unless an injured person literally falls out of the sky into my arms,
Just making your way to the boat.
yeah, I'm gonna go to the boat, tell the crew to prepare, and I'm just gonna get things going. I'm literally just walking. This thing, if it kills us, it ruins the messengers, and it'll just ruin the universe that it lives in. It'll kill itself if it hurts us. So,
So you're
With that
you're
as a
walking towards
reassurance?
it or around it?
no, I'm just going
Okay.
on my ship.
Cool. All right. So it goes back to the dragon again. You were just before the tree break. If you use your movement to get towards it, I'd say, yeah, be within 30 feet. Okay. Well, you're down. I think.
So hard.
I think it would probably grab you, Carrie,
Okay.
and I think it's going to take you and start flying up. And that's going to be its movement. It's going to be 40 feet up, and that's where it'll stay. And it's kind of laughing a little bit as it looks down. And it goes to Saren at that point.
Is that a pass? 10? Yeah.
10 is a pass.
Good for you.
Success?
Yep. You're okay. Goes to Lisa.
I keep walking.
Okay. Goes to Mark. Still walking.
Zarek still walking.
Okay, and Vimic.
And Vimic.
He would be within 30 feet now. If he wants to use
he's
that
40
movement
feet
to...
up now, so...
Right, but I mean, you have your bow, right? It does have... I don't know how to determine the whatever, but...
He's going to
Is it
take
the children?
some rope, tie it to an arrow, really reef on that long bow, and see if he can sink that arrow in there and get a hold of that dragon.
Nice. I will say you can use a bonus action to just get the rope on there, because that should probably be an action in of itself, but...
Oh no.
No? Okay.
Are you still
So,
a rabbit?
yeah, you can tie that rope, and your action is going to be to attack with it. You roll to hit.
Okay. This is good. This is good.
That's something, alright.
We'll save you. He's got you.
Yeah,
He's,
save me back.
he's got you. That
Save
is
me
a 17. 17.
So you go to fire, and you don't really account for the weight and the drag of this rope. Like, it looks cool when people explain it in the stories and the tales of the bards tell and stuff, but in reality, it's the rope is having a hell of an effect
And
on the
last
arrow.
time you did it, didn't go well.
Yeah, and you're starting to remember this now. So, yeah, as you fire, it
That's
just...
not a calibrate.
And it starts to, the weight just... The arrow dips, it just dings right into the ground, tail sticking straight out, and the rope just kind of dangling in front of you.
Hey! Get down here! Fight me!
Is that what you say? Roll,
Yep,
roll,
that's what he
roll a
says.
persuasion.
He's so
Intimidation?
charismatic.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to scare him.
You can roll intimidation if that's a better stat, but it wouldn't affect it in the same way
No, I'll
as
just
an
do
intimidation would. But I mean,
I'll just use his -1 persuasion.
okay. If you use intimidation, it could be like to challenge the fight to seem like you're worthy to actually fight it.
All right, then can I use my strike mod for that intimidation?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Uh,
Your entire character is literally just big and strong and stupid.
Yeah.
100%. If you're trying to just be like, look, I'm worthy to fight, and I'm trying to show you, then yeah,
First
I'd
of all,
say you
not
use
that
your strength.
stupid, just average.
From what I remember, a little stupid.
That's a 21.
Okay.
Oh, he's saving your ass, maybe not that stupid.
Yeah.
So at the very least, this dragon is interested. It thinks this might actually be a little bit of fun, and you have some gusto, which, I mean, Vimic doesn't know, but the others know that seems to be important. A will to survive, and it really wants to take the fight out of you, and you got a lot of fight in you, so I think it's going to go for it. You seem to have persuaded it.
To your
Goody.
horror, it doesn't have to drop carry to fight you.
That's correct. Okay, and then Mark, you're just moving around as Zarek.
How many legs does it have?
It has 4 claws. It has 2 hands and 2 feet.
Right, and then 2 wings.
Yeah, 2 wings, a tail, teeth.
Right, head.
Yeah, poison breast. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So, and Zarek is just moving around, right? If Zarek's going to continue to try and hide, why don't you roll another check?
Yeah. He must be pretty far now at his speeds.
The animals have a wide connection to the dragon, and you don't move that fast.
Well, that's still pretty good. That's a 16.
Okay.
It's great. It's great.
Okay.
If you steal the ship before we get on it, I swear to God.
He is ahead of you.
Why are they rolling stealth?
Because we're not being
They're not
stealthy.
being stealthy.
They should be getting eaten.
No, they're literally just walking.
It's
Well,
just
they're
not
fighting.
that turn yet. His turn
Well, if
was...
there's nothing watching there, he's not going to keep sneaking. He's just fucking run.
You don't know what's watching? Okay, if you're going to give up the sneak, you can give up the sneak on the next one.
No, he doesn't know that you guys are just getting
Okay.
away. So
Yeah.
he's going to sneak.
We're having
That's
a lovely
okay.
stroll.
Yeah.
So, at that point...
Very not lovely.
Yeah,
There are a lot of people dying.
you can see the dragon starts to change its
Walking
focus a
away,
little bit.
Screaming in the back.
Yeah, as Calvin and Lisa, Minxie and Victor start to kind of walk underneath this dragon, kind of nonchalant, but not really. It's more just empty. Yeah, and you're moving forward towards this rather large aggressive, strong, burly-looking mountain man who is firing an arrow at this dragon and challenging it, screaming as you just walk past. Like it's just another thing happening and none of it really matters. It goes down.
Seems a bit crazy, but...
Now, are you guys going to do anything?
Is he loyal?
Yeah.
What?
That crazy guy shooting the bow. Is he like a loyal friend to your Victor?
To you?
Yeah.
you?
Kind of, yeah. He's
Well,
a pretty good friend.
maybe that one can be saved. I don't know.
Oh, okay. And you keep walking forward.
That hurts
Is
more than you
anyone
saying you're
gonna
not
do
gonna
anything
help me.
about?
Nope.
No. Okay. Oh. No. Never mind. So yeah, as you're up in the claws of this beast, and you guys are walking forward, you, Calvin, and Lisa, Victoria, Minxie, you notice that there's a little puppy running kind of past you and towards Vimic, and just looking up and doing a lot of like this. Can't quite get 40 feet up with a standing on its back
Where
legs.
is the dragon?
The dragon is 40 feet up,
above us.
holding Carrie
40 feet up from where?
from its
exactly?
last
Like,
position.
how
It just went
far
straight
is
up.
it?
So
Okay.
it went about 30 feet into the tree line or so. Maybe a little bit further than that, about 40 feet, because you just broke the tree line chasing after those people. Sat down in front of Carrie, let out some dragon's breath. She hit the ground hard. The dragon grabbed her, flew up into the air as Vimic came through the tree line shooting arrows at this thing. And Calvin and you walked underneath it. Calvin quite distraught but empty.
So we're underneath it.
You're
right
walking
now?
underneath it. Yeah, unless there's something specific that you want to do, it'll just be movement. Did you want to do anything?
Oh God.
You could shoot something, you could give Vimic something, you could... What do you want to do?
What are you doing?
I will push Victor out of the way and use my air amulet to create a frickin' tornado.
Nice.
I forgot about that.
So to explain to the watchers at home, I let them come in with inventory from the last campaign this character was in, and they had an air amulet that, with an Arcana check, could manipulate the air to some degree. Why don't you roll that Arcana check, and we'll see just how crazy this thing actually is.
Please work.
Just shell-shocked zombie walking and just whoa, get thrown to the side.
Yes. 20.
Dirty
20.
Nice. Cool. I will say with a dirty 20, you can do it. Yeah, it's not a nat 20 where like it's crazy, but it works pretty well. And because this thing is flapping, as the air gets kind of moved and sucked around in this vortex, it kind of creates these little pockets where there really isn't any updraft, and sometimes there's too much updraft. And you're finding this thing is having a pretty hard time staying airborne. What do you want to happen with this tornado?
I want
Because
it
you're
to-
watching it fall right now from about 40-ish feet up with Carrie in its claws.
I pretty much was hoping it would just like drop Carrie out of shock, and
Yeah.
then it would like kind of spiral and like fall into the woods.
Ah, that didn't happen.
You get impaled in a
So,
pine tree.
since its wings are the only thing it really needs to fly, it doesn't think to drop something out of one of the three things it can land on. Like when you and I maybe take a trip and we put our hands out, it's not quite the same thing. It feels the air shifting underneath it, but it's primarily just trying to stabilize itself with its wings, like we would balance on our legs. It doesn't think to drop anything in its hand. But it is having a very hard time stabilizing itself as the air thins out underneath it and moves in a way that it can't predict, and it starts to come down towards the center of this vortex, spinning with Carrie at the bottom. Okay, goes to Mark and Vimic.
I need him to drop her. That's how I can get her.
Her dropping 40 feet would be pretty rough too.
Yeah.
Cool, I can fly.
Oh, nice.
Zarek, same old.
Yep.
Getting the heck away from here. Vimic. Yeah, so how high is the dragon now then? As it's making its descent?
So
20
this is
feet
all
off the ground?
happening at the same time, technically, the way the turns are. We haven't got to the top of the order yet. So you're noticing her make the tornado as the dragon kind of starts to waver a little bit, and you can see it start to come down. It hasn't really dropped more than 5 or so feet, maybe.
Okay.
Well, no, because it would be 40 feet down. Be about. You know what? We'll say 20 feet down, because then by the time it gets to the top of the order, it will resolve the rest of the fall.
Okay.
What are you doing with this mid-descent dragon? Spinning around
See
in
if
the
I
air.
can do this. I haven't checked these spells in a long time. But what I would like to do is set up a trap under where it's going to land.
Give me a minute.
Yeah. That's what I'm checking. If it
Set
takes a
up a
minute
trap.
or one action, and it actually takes one action.
Oh, that is the fastest damn trap.
Yes, as I cast Spike Growth on the area. It's a 20-foot radius centered directly where it's going to fall.
Yeah.
And the area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. The transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast must make a perception check against my spell save DC to recognize the terrain is hazardous before entering it.
That can or can't see it happening. Like,
He has to see me doing it and has to be able to like, oh, I'm not going there. But
and
if
if
he's
they
falling into it,
don't see it,
It wouldn't matter.
then there's no save, right? If they don't see it,
right?
because she wouldn't be seeing this. This dragon would not
Yeah,
be.
it wouldn't matter. She's falling. She's plummeting into it.
Everything is spinning. There's
matter.
yeah.
Basically, just big old spike traps down on the ground where it's going
With
to.
Carrie falling
Yeah.
foot first underneath this thing.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Okay. Okay. Well, it goes to Kelvin.
It was a good idea, Jason.
Until you remembered about the thing.
Yeah.
Well, shouldn't you have to make some kind of check to see how it's tumbling?
So on the top of its turn, it has to either stick the landing or not stick the landing. It has essentially, it's falling for this turn
Does
as
he have 2 attacks?
I don't remember.
It's-
He did have 2 attacks. Yeah.
It's if he has like 2 axes
But-
and stuff. He can
but he
hit
cast a spell, so it
anything,
doesn't
yeah.
even matter.
Yeah. So right now you can see that the dragon is on its way down. How it sticks the landing isn't really something you can tell yet. But it is on its way down, and he did some spiky stuff. And it goes to Calvin now. I don't know what Calvin wants to do, but
I just don't have anything in my toolkit to even attempt a rescue. So
do you have anything that could reach to grapple?
No.
Or no?
no, I
Maybe
don't have
you're-
anything in my toolkit that would allow me to get around the situation. So from the ground, I'll be amazed that Minx even manages to like throw it off and have it start plummeting to the ground. But even then, I'm kind of looking at a dragon.
Use your ex-wife.
Can you use any of like your spells? Like anything you can grab its arm with, or
What's your inkwell's reach?
What's that?
The ink tentacles? What's its reach?
I don't have like a movement effect. I don't have a
I see.
teleport. I can do damage
Oh.
to a dragon.
So it's
which
not
is
like
an ancient, massive
yeah.
demigod of a dragon.
Bah, it's only 1/5 of the dragon. 1/5 of demigod.
I'm gonna stand up from the ground and just looking at this thing, just stop. Just stop. You're hurting your own odds of getting out of this. I'll make a deal with you two. Just stop. Stop it. Leave her alone. Leave us alone. And I'll shoot a couple Eldritch Blasts just to get its attention and just wave. And I'll just rip off the burned clothes that I have on and just
okay.
feel the drill inside.
That is all you have to do.
Why don't you roll a performance?
I'm good at performance.
I bet you
I'm
are.
so good.
Put your effort. Alright. Come on!
Sorry.
Come on!
Does Zarek see this?
18 total.
We all see it.
Nice. You perform quite well, actually. I'm pretty impressed with how well you did. As you almost don't see the shame. It gets masked pretty well underneath the movement. You're like, oh, that's pleasant. I enjoy that. So as you're falling, it goes to the top of the order, which is the dragon. And because you're doing what it wants, and you were the one thing that it couldn't really get any enjoyment out of, you were like the turd in the punch bowl for it, and you're naked and dancing in the middle of the woods with all of its Wilderland people watching. I'm gonna give it advantage on this because you're lending it aid. What's its dex? Probably pretty good.
If Xerxes
not laughing.
would have seen this, he'd be jumping in too.
You're gone. You can't see this.
Nice. So as the dragon starts to tumble down and starts spinning in this whirl of a tornado, its wings kind of buckle around a little bit, and because it has eyes and ears everywhere, it can see things going on, and it notices that for sure. And as it starts to make its way towards the ground and Calvin strips down, just at the last minute, you can see the dragon kind of tuck a little bit. And Carrie doesn't go first. It kind of it doesn't look like the dragon's going to be all that hurt. It's actually expecting to just kind of land on 3 feet and kind of have Carrie a little bit tucked under the arm there. But when it touches down, it actually... Ow! What happens? Is it just a D...
He just goes, ow! 2d4 with 2d4.
So nothing.
2d4, come
He
on.
probably just thinks it's like a shot.
Yeah.
Is that the dragon's go?
That is the dragon's go.
That's 6 piercing damage.
Another
Forgot how to
10?
say
You
it.
are just hanging on.
Yes. Good for
Write
you.
it down, 6 piercing damage.
I will write it down. I think its short rest is gonna come and that's just gonna go away, but that's all right. So as it kind of cradles Carrie a little bit under the arm, it doesn't land super well. I'm gonna actually see just how bad. How much damage did you roll for the spikes, or is it even a roll?
Yeah, I rolled
It was 2d4. What was it?
6
6
damage. I told you to write it down.
Yeah, but I'm gonna see if it lands this thing the way that I think it will. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so it actually does a pretty good job of sticking the landing, all things considered. But yeah, it does get a little bit sore. You're tucked under the arm there. It doesn't really lay you down all that carefully, but tosses you not angrily or maliciously, just like you're a thing that it doesn't really care about, in your general direction, Calvin. Carrie just kind of goes poof, onto the floor, and just in front of you is the dragon smiles, and it doesn't even say anything. It just kind of looks at the rest of you, and it does one of those as its head turns and it starts to kind of work its way, I'd say around you, but almost kind of through you as it goes back to its cave. Are you guys waiting there?
Yeah. In the meantime, I'll just bend down to Carrie and do what little medicine I know.
Say it
Do a
walked
medicine
out of
check.
there?
Yeah, it said 1 moment as it walked towards
Okay.
the cave. It
For
looked-
every 5 feet it moves through that, it takes 2d4
You
damage.
can fly out of it.
But
Yeah,
it didn't.
that-
It walked.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Okay, so it was at the center, so that's 20.
There's a splinter
So-
now.
But it's steps.
No, that's not the rule.
It would get 1 round of damage and then it would fly.
Was,
What was the first one?
well, it was 4.
Okay, so it took 4, then it went ow, and then it flew.
Oh.
It's not just gonna keep walking and attacks. If I notice Legos on the floor, I walk around.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as you guys, are you waiting there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll do a medicine check in the meantime.
Yeah, perfect. So as you guys wait, is anyone gonna tend to carry?
I am.
Okay, Calvin
Sarah's
and
lost in
Lisa.
the
10.
woods.
Okay, 10.
I tell Victor to cradle her head like this, and I pour a health potion into her mouth.
Nice. And as you do that, the lights kind of come on for you a little bit as your eyes start to open up. Just in time to see the dragon coming back. Doesn't land particularly aggressively, but you do definitely feel it. And it hands you a little rock with a rune kind of scribed in it, looking similar to the other ones, this one glowing in green.
I'll bow.
And it looks at... It wouldn't look at Lisa or Zarek. It looks at Saren, though, as you kind of... The lights come on. And then he glances over at Calvin as well. And Carrie and Victoria She just says...
Don't pull out the pieces if you don't want to play the game.
And then flies away. And goes back to the cave.
Vimic will turn to Mixie. When did you get here?
About a week ago. What about you?
It was like a month, I think. I don't know.
It would be the same.
Yeah, even.
This is that character. It's average intelligence.
Ranger
Well,
survivalist.
that is a long time.
Yeah, I've been tracking that thing for a while.
As a buddy.
You want to help me finish it?
I don't think. No, I don't think so. You should come with us. Where are your kids? Are they here?
No, I've lost him again. He's gonna pull out 2 battle axes.
No. We should get on the boat. Then maybe we can go talk to Byzance and get back to your kids.
There's something I have to do first. And he charges into the cave.
God.
And that was the last we saw.
Find my kids!
So, yeah, you guys see the brave warrior Vimic as, I'm assuming you would put on your armor at this point.
Oh yeah, he power suit right
Yeah.
up.
So he goes, as this ring glows around his finger, and he becomes this huge, almost iron gladiator type of monstrosity. Just
8 feet tall with that.
Yeah, is he just stomping his way into the cave? And I don't know what Minxie's doing, but I think this is kind of part of the stupidity we're used to seeing on his average intelligence.
Yes.
But yeah, Zarek is nowhere to be found. You kind of saw him kind of go a little bit off to the side there. As you guys have Carrie now in your wake and the dragon's gone, are you guys heading back to the boat?
Yeah.
I see.
Like holding that rock
Yeah.
and holding
Yeah.
Carrie.
Yeah,
I'm
Rock
gonna
in one hand,
cry
Carrie in the other, yeah.
and hold you and just keep saying I'm sorry and I'm gonna.
It's a good thing you grabbed me because I
Yeah.
let go. You
Yeah,
hold
I'm-
on. I just.
I'm healing you for 10, I think it is left, or 14.
For Calvin?
left. Yeah.
Oh,
I hold
okay, so Victor,
13.
Carrie heals you for 13. Cool.
Okay.
Well, I just cry and like I'm saying I'm sorry, I'm
Oh.
sorry, I'm sorry. Please don't be mad at me. I was just trying to help them. Please. Can we please leave? I don't like being here anymore.
Come on. You
Thank
gotta listen to me.
I try, but it's hard.
I know. Come on.
Now wrap your cloak tighter around me and just walk back.
Yeah.
Good. It's good you've got the cloak. I ripped my clothes off. So.
Oh.
I'll just walk back with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naked.
If you can help me.
Oh,
If you can help me put my armor. Actually, no. I should
your
have like
armor's
an
all
under.
dented.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty. I
Yeah.
mean, you could put it on if you wanted while you kind of walked.
I
You
probably
have to
have,
pause
like, an
occasionally to
under-
strap
Just
stuff,
half
but
an
I
Yeah.
mean,
I have probably like an undercloak. So I
you
can,
could throw some simple,
yeah.
like a garb on. Yeah,
So
something
I'll
for
give
sure.
you back your jacket.
You have clothing. You're not just wearing metal. Yeah, you're not wearing metal against naked skin. You have something underneath. Yeah.
And I'm gonna say,
back on.
all right, we might have to pick up the pace. I don't see Zarek or his corpse anywhere.
Oh God, where is he?
He might be at the boat fleeing. So, if we want to catch our ride, get that Vimic guy, and we'll just head on out of here. And we'll be one person stronger for it. Where'd he go?
I think he's gone.
Oh, well, I will truly miss him. Just
Off in the
I'm
distance, you hear the
going-
cries of a dragon as it squeals in pain.
He has a new toy.
That's true. You probably keep Vimic
You
alive,
probably,
actually.
Yeah.
Uh,
Probably will.
yeah. So before you guys get to the boat, Zarek, you do get there first. Is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, I want to start prepping the crew for a quick escape.
Cool. Yeah. So instead of ditching everyone, you get
first
the
I'll
boat
get
ready.
dressed, you know. Make it proper.
Yeah, you're probably like dressing
Walk
along the
onto
way,
the ship.
kind of.
Yeah.
propriety and all.
So yeah, you're prepping the ship, and we'll say you guys arrive at the boat at that point, and I think we'll dog ear that page for now after that adventure. That was crazy. Thank you all for joining us. And with
nuts.
this episode in mind, there is no small adventures if you have a big enough imagination, because this went somewhere weird and crazy. We're gonna probably talk for a little bit on the after hours, just because that was weird. So stay tuned if you want to see us chat openly.
With cake.
Break the fourth wall and all that
No
stuff.
cake today.
No cake today. Next time there'll be cake.
Yeah.
And you know
Next
what?
time.
If you like and subscribe
That's right.
and follow on every social media that we have, we will probably give you cake, maybe. Who knows? Maybe not.
Let's do it.
Find out next time on Grimm's Tavern.
Not sure. My
Thanks
cake.
for stopping by, everybody. See you next week, Friday on Twitch and throughout the week on YouTube. See ya. Bye.
Ding, ding.